Hey, Kerry. I found this video of you when I was going through my archive, and I've got some new software that allows me to do what's called a excuse me, a voiceover, and I can take your video and compare it to anybody else, and then I can draw the lines and whatnot. Really, this is probably the best one I could find because you're set up exactly like I need you to set up for a while. And to the right is a guy named Mike Bennett. And Mike's a, I wouldn't say a colleague, but we're acquaintances through a really good friend of mine and probably my coach, a guy named Nick Clearwater. And these guys teach on the tour. They're the stack and tilt guys. And probably the whole bedrock of their methodology is the flying wedge. And what I want to do is just kind of show you how it's done and get you to just kind of take a picture, a mental picture of that, because that's what you really got to be working on between now and the spring. So I'm just going to play it through, and for the most part, Mike's swing here is a typical full swing, and if you look, he's really got his weight into his left side, and he continues to move left while staying behind the ball. Now I'm going to stop it right here, coming down a little cold, and notice how he's got a straight line. Alright, I'm also going to put a little X right here under his left arm. That's his number 4 pressure point. You cannot lose that. And the club is moving fastest when it's in a straight line. And in Mike's case right here, it's impact. But notice how he's going to maintain that. And this is the flying wedge that we talk so much about. Notice how his left wrist even bows a little bit. And Mike has hit thousands, if not millions, of golf balls. And he's probably the best ball striker in the world that you've never heard of. He teaches Charlie Wee and, oh gosh, Mike Weir, Aaron Badley for a while, and all the stack and tilt guys. There's probably about 15 or 20 of them out there. Now let's take a look, and this is kind of what we were working on with you. And you had a little forward press with your flying wedge there, and that's fine. Alright, and I'm going to stop you right there at position 3. And stop Mike at position 3. Now he's taking he's taking like a 3/4 swing, and you're taking just a little pitch, which is fine. So you're not going to get as deep into your swing as he did. Okay, now watch here. Watch how your hands move a little over the plane. I'd like to get them to see them stop and then work right back down the plane that they were on. This is what your downswing should look like. There. Back to impact. Okay. But you make that little loop over the top, and that's because you start the downswing with your shoulders when you actually should start it from the ground up. Now watch Mike, watch his left knee go first and then the hip. Actually, they kind of move simultaneously. But his left knee works in kind of a circle. It goes to right field, then to center field, then to left field. What that does, that's called counterfall. And that when the lower body starts to swing, the arms drop on the plane. Okay, so you start it with the upper body. The hips really aren't working. And notice how your arms race past your lower body. And I'm going to stop it when you have your straight line. About right there. Okay. There's a little break at the elbow. But your straight line is in front of the ball. And this is just on a little chip. I'll guarantee you in a full, or a little pitch, in a full swing, your straight line would be where the red line with the arrow is. What you're doing is that's that old term you hear called casting. And look where your right wrist is starting to straighten out. See right there? Look how flat your right wrist is right there. And all these angles. You have to keep those arms straight for as long as you can in your swing. Now watch how Mike is able to do that. See that? See how he keeps his arms dead straight? And look how open his hips are. Alright? Your arms just race past your hips. tail's wagging the dog there. We gotta flip flop that process. So what I'm going to do is I've got one other little video here of your feet up close that I want to show you. So I'm going to pack this one up and send it to you. And just give me a reply that you did get it. And, let's try to set something up as soon as possible if you're still interested.